Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. I told you guys to get ready for a pretty busy June on the recruiting trail, and Tennessee kicked things off Memorial Day weekend, the big 865 live event. We've been talking a lot about that and the positive momentum Tennessee has created coming out of that weekend. Look, in the last couple of days, we've talked about five-star wide receiver Mike Matthews trending to Tennessee. We've talked about five-star linebacker Sammy Brown. Tennessee moved the needle just a little bit. Can they continue that momentum? We'll see. We'll keep you guys up to date. Five-star wide receiver Ryan Wingo. We thought that one was over. We thought he was off to Georgia, then Miami, and now, according to Steve Wiltfong and Chad Simmons, Tennessee is out front for the five-star wide receiver. So Tennessee has done a great job. They have created a lot of momentum, a lot of buzz, and we're continuing to see that. Just got home to a flood of messages on Twitter, on Facebook. Boogie, have you seen the news? The momentum continues with this. You can see the tweet there from Rocky Topology. Tennessee has received crystal balls in favor to land four-star athlete Boo Carter and four-star offensive lineman Ronan O'Connell. These two crystal balls from 247 Sports. Steve Wiltfong put in a crystal ball for Boo Carter going all the way back to October of 2022. But the predictions coming in today are from Ryan Callahan of VAWLS 247. He puts in the prediction for both guys. Also, Steve Wiltfong put in a prediction back on May the 8th for Ronan O'Connell. So two guys in Boo Carter and Ronan O'Connell that are trending towards Tennessee, both in-state prospects. Boo Carter is a guy that a lot of you guys have been asking, Boogie, when is he going to pull the trigger? And he's a type of guy that I think is truly enjoying the process the right way, taking the visits, seeing what other places have to offer. But I think his heart is on Rocky Top. We'll see how long it plays out. We're going to get into the recruitment of both of these guys coming up in just a second. But as always, you know what to do. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. That is quick, free, and easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We are building a community of Tennessee fans right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not talking at you. We're talking with you. Again, it is a community of Tennessee fans. You guys make this place what it is. If you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Tons of recruiting content coming your way. It's going to be a busy June of official visits leading into July, where we're going to see some of these kids finally pull the trigger and commit to Tennessee. I made a video last week just titled Trending to Tennessee. A lot of prospects in that video that Tennessee is in a very, very good spot with. Encourage you to go back and check that out. But let's talk about the first one that Ryan Callahan just predicted to Tennessee. That is Boo Carter. Most of you guys already know who he is. 5'10", 180-pound athlete out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Again, in-star prospect. On3 industry rankings have Boo Carter as the third best player in the state of Tennessee, top 10 athlete in the country. Now, what position will Boo Carter play? We did an interesting film breakdown with Coach Jay. If you've not checked that out, go look at the playlist. All kinds of targets that Tennessee is in pursuit of, some that are currently on the roster. And Boo Carter was one of those guys because he plays a lot of positions. Will he play running back? Will he play in the secondary? Will he play wide receiver? He is a talented kid. And something that stands out to me, I think it was Austin Price on Monday night in the Monday night chat over at VolQuest, said that Boo Carter is the kid in this class that a lot of people flock to as almost the leader. They flock to Boo Carter, that personality. So the sooner we can get him in the boat, and when does he pull the trigger? Is it within the next couple of weeks? Is it a June decision? I've not seen anything official, but the sooner we can get him in the boat, the more he can take that lead role. And I thought, interesting quote, two things. Number one, what position? Number two, the personality of Boo Carter. Here's what he had to say to on3.com. Says, I spent a lot of time with Coach Martinez because he was over my group. Coach Banks was telling me that if I come here, I can bring some big dogs with me. Wait for it. Like Dylan Stewart and Edwin Spillman. He said a couple of more big dogs too, like some big lineman, Daniel Calhoun. Now, Dylan Stewart, on3.com, #1 player in the country across the board on the defensive line. 6'5.5", 240 pounds out of Washington, D.C. Top edge rusher. He's a guy that was in town for 865 Live. Not a lot of buzz, not a lot of chatter, because a lot of people don't think that Dylan Stewart will end up in Tennessee. But again, can you get Boo Carter in the boat and get him to be that recruiter? Because again, talking about the personality, talking about how kids flock to him. So I like that he specifically mentions the #1 player in the country. Does Boo Carter have enough pull to get him in the boat. Another guy he mentioned, Edwin Spillman, 4-star linebacker, in-state kid, top 5 player in the state of Tennessee. I think he's another one like Boo Carter. I think his heart's on Rocky Top. It's a matter of going through the process, enjoying the visits, enjoying the attention, doing things the right way. I got no problem with that. Ultimately, at the end of it, I think Edwin Spillman and Boo Carter both end up at Tennessee. He also mentioned Daniel Calhoun, a 4-star offensive tackle out of Georgia. 7th-ranked offensive tackle in the country. We talk a lot about recruiting the offensive line. Tennessee needs to add some of these studs. So, again, a couple of big-time prospects there mentioned by Boo Carter. Does he jump in the boat, and does he have that pull? What do you say? Put it in the comment section. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Going on to talk about the trip, the 865 Live trip. Said I talk to different coaches every day at UT. Talked to Coach Martinez, Coach Banks, and then Coach Pope. They all just tell me the same thing, that if I want to be great, come to Tennessee. It's the home state, and to bring some big dogs with me, and let's build on this legacy and keep going. I love the comments from Boo Carter, and I love the tape from Boo Carter. Again, go back, check out that film breakdown. Really, really good stuff from Coach Jay there. But I like Boo Carter. I like where he's at. I just wish he would jump in the boat sooner. I don't see an official visit schedule. I think he's wanting to take a few officials over the next few weeks, and then we will see when he decides to pull that trigger. But I think it's likely going to be probably sometime late June when he makes the decision. The other prediction for Ronan O'Connell came in today, also from Ryan Callahan of VAWLS 247. Steve Wiltfong made the prediction back on May the 8th. Big-time offensive lineman. You can see there, according to On3, he is listed as a 3-star prospect. Rivals has him as a 4-star. Franklin, Tennessee, 6'5", 260 pounds, listed as an interior offensive lineman. I think ultimately he ends up in Knoxville to play offensive tackle. And there's a lot of guys in this class of 24. There's also a lot of guys already on campus. Where do they ultimately end up? They may be listed as defensive linemen. They may be listed as interior that could ultimately shift out and play offensive tackle for this football team. And Ronan O'Connell is one of the guys that I think can play on the outside of that offensive line. He talked about his visit for 865 Live. I like it. Spent a majority of his time with 2 guys that are already committed to Tennessee in this class of 24, and that is offensive lineman Jesse Perry and also Gage Ginther, Gage Ginther is a guy that you're seeing his stock continue to go up. So when we talk about this coaching staff, their ability to evaluate talent, develop talent, watch the stock of this offensive line continue to rise over the course of the next few months as they get into their senior season. The biggest competition for Tennessee is likely Clemson, scheduled to take official visits with Clemson and then Wisconsin, and then wrap things up with Tennessee in June before likely making a commitment sometime this summer. But again, Clemson is probably Tennessee's biggest competition there. So, you can say 3-star U. I know so many people like to talk about 3-star U, but if you're going head-to-head with Clemson for an offensive lineman, or even Wisconsin, going head-to-head with Wisconsin and looking at the offer list, an offer from Arkansas, other SEC schools, Auburn showing interest, Florida State, Georgia Tech, Kentucky, I think Tennessee is in on a pretty solid offensive lineman. But wanted to get a quick video out for you guys as the momentum continues. The crystal ball predictions come in. You guys jump in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. And as always, don't forget to smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Also, thank you to the members of the channel. You guys keep the lights on around here. I'm grateful. You guys give me the opportunity to jump on the internet and talk Tennessee football for a living. And that is because of you. If you want to jump in on that, hit the join button down below. It's right beside subscribe. Just hit that join button for as little as $1 a month. You can support this channel and what we are trying to build. But if not, that's cool. Smash the thumbs up because that's quick, free, and easy. Jump into the comment section. Let's talk a little Tennessee football because this is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.